Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
You are welcoming to meeting number 242 meeting. Before going to the meeting, we'll have some ground rules. Please put your mobiles in silence. Please refrain from talk about sex, religion, politics. Please stay on mute unless you come on the stage. And one last, don't forget to enjoy the show. The mission of Toastmaster Club is to provide a mutual and positive learning environment throughout the which member develop their communication and leadership skills, great self-confidence. Without further delay, let's welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Harish.
Thank you, SA. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
How are you all?
Fine. Very good.
Few may have hectic schedule and some of you have normal weekdays. But today, energize yourself for we have 4 speeches lined up. Both the Nandhinis gave me shock and surprise. Vice President Toastmaster Nandhini informed me that we have more than 2 speeches lined up. And our Vice President Public Relation Toastmaster Nandhini shared a poster in the guest group by declaring 2 speakers and 2 odd guesses. Let's see whether that guesses are coming out. Okay. When they told me we have 4 speakers lined up, I got quandered. Usually I used to share brain teaser with my students. Today I want to share that. This is a story about 4 people named everybody, somebody, anybody, nobody. There is an important work to do. Everybody thought somebody could do it. When anybody has to do it, nobody done it. Somebody got angry because everybody is showing that somebody do, anybody do. But what is the purpose of nobody? Here in Toastmasters, we don't have nobody. We have everybody, somebody, anybody doing all the roles, different roles. Every week we have different roles. We used to try different things. Here we don't have the word nobody. So let's gear up for that moment for the speakers and for the evaluators. And also we have cherry on the cheesecake, theme of the day. Our Toastmaster is bringing up to trigger our brain, to kindle our brain, to rewire it. He will come up with great ideas to enlighten us. Let's welcome Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good morning, all of you.
Good
morning.
So what are you all doing with all pens and notes?
Waiting for it to give on
Listener will taking notes.
Pretending to take notes. So today's topic is impromptu. What do you mean by impromptu?
On the spot.
On the spot. Why did I choose this?
Because you
Because
came
you like
without
it.
any preparation. Came without any preparation.
Yes, absolutely right. Toastmaster Nandhini called me. Sir, can you take up the role of TMOD? I said, okay, I'll take it. But I have a hectic schedule like ma'am said. I have meetings on Monday presentations, Tuesday presentation, and lot of official presentations have been lined up. And I said, whenever somebody calls me, I say, okay, sir, can you take up this role? My thing is, I won't say no. If somebody approaches me, I say, okay. So today, I have come here with the belief that you will not support me. I am not going to talk to you. We are going to interact. What is the advantage of impromptu and preparedness?
You speak whatever
When you
comes.
prepare, you are alone. When you are not prepared, you are with the team. Everybody will contribute. Right? So how many of you have what to say? Most of the things are surprises in our life, right? Can everything be prepared? Yes or no?
No.
How many surprises in a day you encounter? Life is full of surprises. So what impromptu teaches us, all of us?
Ready for surprise.
Ready for surprise. Expect the
Unexpected.
unexpected. Suddenly in college, somebody will be calling you onto the desk. Nandhini, come here. Yo, what this people is going to ask me? And somebody at my office workplace will call me. Director will call me. Ramesh, come here. I don't know what he's going to ask me. First thing what comes here is fear. Fright. What? Competence and other stuff will get eliminated. First and foremost that comes to the surface when it comes to impromptu is fear. What we need to do to overcome it?
Become.
Courage. You have to be courageous. When somebody calls you, even if you don't know, put up your hand. Come here. Approach with courage. You might not be an expert in that area, but what you have to hone is, you have to have the skill, have the knack of handling the situation. Impromptu gives you or trains you to think very fast. The way the brain acts is totally different when you are put on a different situation. On normal situation, you have your own time of thinking. But when it comes to impromptu, when you are on the stage, if somebody asks you, you have to deliver it. If somebody comes and asks you, you are at your home and somebody asks you your name or address, how comfortably you will be saying it? Because I know there is no nervousness, there is no fear. Somebody comes and asks you, where is this? If something is known to me, I will say, you go there, take right, take left, everything. Are you prepared for the question? No, you are not prepared for the question. Similarly, because when we were having this Toastmasters Club meeting in Sankram, what's the area, is it? Gandhinagar, Krishnanagar. There was one guest invited speaker, somebody was talking about having a wallet of topics to be spoken about. When somebody is asking you on a topic to be spoken, it is the preparedness that you have. If somebody asks you to talk about a motivational speech, which is your core strength, you need to have wallets of speeches ready. In that you can just build upon. For example, he was talking about the social media. Every day when I wake up, I spend a lot of time on social media. You can connect to motivation also. By spending a lot of time, by listening to, watching to those videos, I develop motivation. When you talk about time wasters, the same context can be taken into account and you can just relate it differently. And you can have multiple outcomes of one thing, whatever you have. So that is what impromptu is all about. Because when you're called, keep raising your hand. My only suggestion to all of you is, you raise your hand, you take the stage, you be comfortable. One of the finest examples is our Toastmaster Karthikeyan. You call him, the way he handles the situation, he'll be very comfortable. That's what experience is all about. You are all at the learning stage. By doing it again and again and again, taking the pressure, absorbing the pressure, you evolve a different person. If you are not going to take those pressures and you are going to be very gentle, I'm very comfortable there. That's not the purpose of being here. Don't admire people who are doing lot of excellent work on the stage. We are not here to admire people. Am I right?
Yes.
Karthikeyan sir is doing an excellent impromptu work. He is developing. What am I doing? Fear, holding back. Take a decision that I have to talk like Toastmaster Karthikeyan. Compete with him. So that you also evolve. When you are on the, it is just like impromptu is like running a sprint. 100-meter sprint. It is the preparedness. It is the attitude. When you go to marathon, how do you go? Everybody will be standing like this. Have you seen the body language of the sprinters? Have you? How do you? That aggression, that attitude, what does that attitude means all about?
Prepared.
I am here to win. Right? Your body language, all the cues tells that you are there to win. Whenever you come onto the stage, come with an attitude that I am going to rock the stage. He or she is not going to ask me any difficult question. That question I can very well manage. How? For that we need to be prepared. We should always use our groundwork. Whether you're going to your college, to your office work, or either coming to Toastmasters Club, preparedness is the key. Though we talk impromptu, surprises, but if you're well prepared, yes, I know when I come to Toastmasters Club, somebody is going to call me to the table topics, I have to come and deliver something. It might be a surprise question, but if I am prepared, as I said, you have to develop certain balance of stories. You can tweak it here and there, but the crux of it will be the same. So if somebody comes and asks you something, you're very confident, you can narrate a story. Because we have a managerial advancement training program in our institution. Every now and then it happens. The first time it happened, it was way back in probably 2005. There was something going on. And there was one speaker that was not there. It was a 2-minute slot. I said, somebody was asking me, can you come, can somebody volunteer? I don't know. I said, without any fear, I said, I can. Can I? I went on to the stage with a lot of experience at that time. I was able to manage 2 minutes. The impression and the impact that created over a period of 2 minutes. And I got the opportunities. Whenever there is something, a motivational speech or something needs to be addressed to the staff members, they'll just call me. Sir, are you free? Can you come and address the team? That's how it all started. What I'm trying to say here is that don't hold back. Even if you fail, you successfully fail. How many number of times Sachin Tendulkar has 6 centuries? 100 centuries. How many number of games he has played? More than 400 plus games. 300 plus games. He never made centuries. And how many ducks? How many ducks? 50 plus ducks. But still, he is on top of the profession. Though you fail, but people look at the success. Let me just complete it here. And we have, let me spell out the structure of the meeting. We have 3 segments lined up here. One is the prepared speech, and we have four fantastic speakers lined up to give fantastic speeches here, and we have fantastic evaluators as well. And the next interesting segment is table topics. And who's the table topics master today? Any guesses?
Toastmaster Karthik.
Toastmaster Karthikeyan sir, because I don't know his name. It's all impromptu. You are just giving me the content. This is what the strength of impromptu is all about. And we have a general evaluator. Who's the general evaluator? Tell me.
Toastmaster Magesh.
Toastmaster Manish, yes. He's sitting at the front. He is very critically evaluating what is happening, whether these fellows are up to the standards. And finally, we'll have the evaluation session where Toastmaster Maheshwaran will give a detailed evaluation of all the aspects of the meeting. Now I invite Toastmaster Maheshwaran to introduce his team.
Thank you. In Sunday morning, Toastmaster Ramesh sir gave us a very energy and motivation. We want to do something. We want to do something. We sitting. Ramesh sir said, Karthikeyan sir was inspiring us. Really, inspiring us. Okay. As today meeting, I am your general evaluator. As my role is evaluate from the beginning to till the end of the meeting and evaluate everything. I am not alone. I have a team. The team is known as tag team. Let's welcome our timer for today, Abidha.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I am the timer today. We have 3 segments. One is prepared speech and the table topic and evaluation. Prepared speech, it takes 5 to 7 minutes. At 4:30 I will show green card, and 5:30 I will show yellow card, and at 7th minute I will show red card. And in the table topic it takes 1 to 2 minutes. At 1.3 I will show green card, at 2 I will show yellow card, at 2.5 I will show red card. And the evaluator, again we have 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes I will show green card, 2:30 I will show yellow card, and at 3 minutes I will show red cards. And over to general evaluator.
Let's welcome our grammarian for today, Toastmaster John.
Okay, I will be the grammarian for today. I will be checking for effective use of grammar. I will be noting down good usage of grammar, bad usage of grammar, and I will be coming back with the report for the towards the end of the meeting. The word for the day is, actually we have 2 words today, zeal and zest. Both of us means mostly the same, but they have slightly different meanings. I came across this word when I went through a strengths personality assessment, and it said one of the strengths that I have is zeal, and I didn't know what it was, went and searched, because the zeal and zest is very confusing. I thought we'll keep that as the words of the day today. Zeal is to do something with more enthusiasm. So if there is a cause, like for animals, nature, or a project, a work at your workplace, if you do it with very big enthusiasm, it's called zeal. But otherwise, zest is generally told saying, hey, this person is a person of zest. He comes in with a lot of zest. Yeah. Okay. So that's the difference. So we will be using this word of the day in our meeting today, and please encourage when somebody uses the word of the day.
Please everyone implement the word of the day. What the word?
Zeal and zest.
Implement in your speech. Let's welcome our listener for today, Toastmaster Karthikeyan sir.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Today I am going to play the role of the listener with great zeal, I hope. My job will be to check whether you have listened to the entire day's proceedings closely and well by asking you a few questions at the end of the Thank you.
Today I am your R counter. The R counter role is to listen to every speaker and to entire the meeting, like using filler words like ha and some repeated words to stop the words and end of the meeting I'll present my report. Let's welcome our Toastmaster Abidha, Toastmaster Ramesh sir.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for spelling out very clearly all the roles that is being done. And now we have come up to the section 1 called prepared speeches. We have 4 dynamic speakers lined up today, and they have geared up. As I said, they are going to come onto the stage and give their best. And the first speaker is going to be Toastmaster Nandhini S. Who is Toastmaster Nandhini?
Vice President,
Public Relations.
Young, dynamic, charming, very enthusiastic,
Zealous.
zealous person.
Just
Before calling Toastmaster Nandhini to the stage, I would like to call Toastmaster Kalaivani to spell out the speech objective of Toastmaster Nandhini's project.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Today my target speaker is Nandhini S. She is doing her level 1 project 4. She is doing it for the second time because she has received the feedback from the first speech, and she is going to apply the feedback over here and deliver her second speech. Speech title is Does Self-Love Make Us Weak? The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the club meeting, and also it's for the member to present the speech and receive feedback. I hope she will do it with the zeal.
So now Toastmaster Nandhini is ready. Does self-love make us weak? Toastmaster Nandhini, does self-love make us weak?
So, on normal month, I decided to change one small habit in my lifestyle. That I used to wake up so lately every day for almost 2 years. So I thought to change this habit and wake up early at 5 o'clock in the morning. So as usual, I put the alarm, as we all do, at 5 a.m., 5 a.m. And then I went for a sleep. Then the next day morning, the alarm ringing, and my brain starts to speak with me. Hey, you just slept at 1 a.m. and it just became 5 a.m. and 4 hours sleep is not enough for you. You need energy for the whole day. So it just convinced me that you should sleep now. And this 21 days challenge of waking at 5 a.m. can wait. So I thought to start it from the next day. So I stopped it. I stopped the alarm and went back to sleep. So the next day, I thought to fix the reason for not doing that previous day. So I thought to sleep early this day and wake up early the next day morning. But as I used to sleep so lately at night, I couldn't sleep the next day also at early in night. So as usual, it became 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. and 1 a.m. Okay, night 1 a.m. And the next day morning, it continued again. So then I have to travel somewhere, and the routine is almost broke, and I quit that 21-day challenge. And that day, I realized something, that I stopped the 21-day challenge not because I couldn't wake up at 5, but because my brain kept convincing me that you need comfort, and it is all self-love, you need rest, you need some proper care. But in deep down, I know it's not true, it's not the valid reason. So this is where I realized today self-love makes us weak. That our brain tends to speak with us that if you are tired, just take rest. If you are not feeling to do that, just take a pass. And if you are not comfortable, just take a little break. But it never convinces that just push yourself and do it now and then take rest. No, our brain never tends to do that. This is called bribing the brain. Our brain just gives all the valid reason to not push your limits and not cross your comfort zone. But if you cross that comfort zone, that is called self-love. Self-love starts where the discipline kicks in. So research shows that motivation comes after we do some action. We feel motivated if we acted upon something. We don't feel motivated to act. That's the reality. So if you want to achieve something, you need to just start doing it and get comfortable with it. And if you, after completed the task, you feel motivated to do it again and again, and not vice versa. So there is a contractory experience also. So last month, I committed myself in LinkedIn that I'm gonna post for 21 days whatever can be the topic or my learnings or progress. So I made a post in LinkedIn that hey, I'm committing here, then you can question me anything if I'm not posting for the next 21 days. So the next 21 days, I started posting every single day. The first 5 days, I was on an idea bomb that every day there is some new ideas coming, and I used to post that and get some appreciation DMs that it was felt motivated or it felt insightful for me, just keep posting it. But then comes the next 5 days where I felt so low that I don't know what to post. So because this kind of motivation just raised the expectations from me that now I can't step back, I can't quit, but I also don't have any idea to post, I don't feel motivated, I don't feel confident of what to post. But since I committed it publicly, I have to post it. So I posted random learnings and not quit a single day. And I completed the 21 days challenge. And that's when I realized when we make promises to others and we broke it someday, we feel the utmost guilt. Like, oh, I did something so purposeful. Like, it will haunt us that we broke promises for others. But when we did promise to ourselves, we just breaking it so easily. Like, okay, we can do it next time. Like, we don't feel the guilt if we broke the promises that we made for ourselves. And that's when weakness is start building within ourselves. We feel weakened. We feel weakened. And we start to feel trust issues with ourselves. So, self-love comes after we make the promise and complete it for our own satisfaction, not for any validation, not for any applause, not for others' opinion on us, but only for what we committed for ourselves. So let's redefine self-love today. Self-love is, in simple terms, discipline. Discipline of doing what you committed to yourself. Because without self-love or without discipline, strength never comes in us, and it will only make us weak. Weak the more. Thank you.
Thank Thank you, Toastmaster Nandhini, for a wonderful speech. So, how was the speech? Very good. Now, let's have 1 minute of silence for the evaluator to evaluate Toastmaster Nandhini's speech. So the ballot is also sent for the speaker. I request all of you to give your feedback so that Toastmaster Nandhini can work on it. Okay, now we have the next speaker of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh, who's a software engineer by profession, who has a lot of zeal and zest in improving himself. Toastmaster John, did you notice that? Zeal and zest of Toastmaster Lokesh. Before he is going to give us first icebreaker speech. The time limit for this speech is going to be 4 to 6 minutes. Before calling the speaker onto the stage, I would like to call the speaker evaluator Toastmaster Nandhini to spell out the speech objectives of Toastmaster Lokesh.
Today my target speaker is Toastmaster Lokesh, and the purpose of his speech to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. And the goal of my evaluation forum is to give the member an effective evaluation of their speech and delivery style, because the icebreaker is the first project a member completes. And I'm looking forward to his speech, and all the best to him.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandhini. Since Toastmaster Lokesh is going to give us first ever icebreaker speech, in Toastmasters Club, whoever gives an icebreaker speech, we all raise up and acknowledge the excellent first speech that has been delivered. We will give a standing ovation once he completes his speech. Now I welcome Toastmaster Lokesh to give his first ever icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Lokesh, my photographic journey, Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Is everyone all right?
Yes.
But I'm not. You all know why. It's my first icebreaker speech. There is always special about early mornings. The roads are fresh, the roads are silent, air is fresh, and the whole world is slow for a few minutes. No, but most people does not notice these things. But trust me, these moments slowly changes us. Have you ever started something just as a hobby, later realized it has been a source of passive income? Is anybody?
No.
But for me, the hobby is photography. My photographic journey began in 2017 after completing my school, and I joined my college in Chennai. I used to come to Vellore in weekends. One fine day, my friend said me that he has a basic DSLR camera which was left by his uncle in his home while going to Dubai. Trust me, this camera was not an equipment, it was a pleasure for us. The early mornings became a favorite time. We wandered around the places of Vellore, especially Palamadi Hills and other places like in and around Vellore. We captured everything we saw. Trees, flowers, people, roads, and especially ourselves. And I still remember the conversation with my friend. Machan, are you sure your uncle won't ask about this camera once after we returned to Vellore? He smiled and said me that first learn and we will worry later. This continued for almost a year, and we learned the basics of photography from YouTube. In 2018, we both attended a workshop in Chennai, which is about a wedding photography workshop. This workshop was an eye-opener for us. We learned many technical terms and how to use the professional equipments in events, and we learned a powerful message from that workshop. Photography is not about clicking pictures, it's about telling stories to the people. So this really changed my photography hobby into a passion. Once after this workshop, we planned to buy a professional camera, professional lens and a professional flash, which cost around 10,000 each. We are just a college students. We usually get only 1,000 to 2,000 rupees as a pocket money to spend our whole monthly expenses. This was a huge amount for us. We failed to convince our parents because they thought photography was just a hobby for us. For them, spending 20,000 was a huge amount for a hobby. And after a few months, with the help of our friends, we bought a first flash and first lens. And we used our friends as our models to build a portfolio for us. In 2020, 1st January 2020, we got a first paid shoot, which was my friend's father's first birthday. We were super excited and very nervous because this is our first event as a paid event. We had only one camera, and also we borrowed another camera from a friend. We captured around 2,000 plus photos in one single event, which was a huge number. And this moment really changed us. And later, after this event, I joined with many photographers, professional photographers, and I worked as an assistant with them for almost a year. Later in end of 2020, we bought a first camera, which is a professional camera. And later, after buying the camera, we started shooting many weddings. And I have one favorite picture from my first wedding. This is my first picture, which is very personal favorite from my first wedding. This picture symbolizes that woman is the Kuttuvilakku of the home. And this picture really taught me that everything takes time and one step at a time. So this icebreaker session is also another step in my journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lokesh, for a wonderful speech. Excellent. It wasn't a wonderful speech, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So he didn't appear to be giving his first icebreaker speech. You seem to be a professional speaker. All the very best to Toastmaster Lokesh. Now we'll have 1 minute of silence for the evaluator to evaluate Toastmaster Lokesh. Thank you, timer. Before calling the third speaker of the day, we have a couple of guests over here. We would like to tell you what exactly is happening here in the Toastmasters Club. This is a professional club where we focus on public speaking and leadership skills. And usually this Toastmaster Club has 3 segments. One is prepared speech, where the registered Toastmasters will come and deliver a speech, and their speech will be evaluated by the peer Toastmasters. They will identify the strengths of the speech, weaknesses of the speech, and they'll come and tell out what has gone right, what needs to be improved. And this is a very structured meeting what we have. And we have table topics where we focus on impromptu speaking. Many a times speaking impromptu is a challenge for many of us. This will give us a lot of opportunity to improve on the spot speaking. So you'll be called onto the stage, you'll be given a random topic, and it enhances the way you think. Because though you might be an expert in certain areas, on the spot it is a skill that is really required. So that platform is also provided for our Toastmasters. And finally we have the evaluation. Every aspect of the meeting will be evaluated. The grammarian will evaluate how we have spoken, have we made any grammatical errors. The listener will see whether we were very attentive in the sessions. The accountant will say how many R's and N's, the filler words that we have used in our speech. These are the elimination factors that is being focused on. And we also have timer who will be very strict in showing the timer cards. When she came onto the stage, now also she is showing me your timer's up. This teaches a lot of discipline over here. When the speaker comes here, there is a predetermined time of 5 to 7 minutes. If they exceed that or if they don't stick on to the timings, they will be disqualified. Are you very clear? So this is the overall structure of the meeting. Now we have the third speaker, Toastmaster Samuel. Before calling Toastmaster Samuel to give a speech, I would like to call Toastmaster John, his evaluator, to come and spell out his speech objectives.
I'm really slightly happy that we are doing level 1 project for because the club will get 2 level completions today, I think. My target speaker, Toastmaster Sam, is going through his pathway of presentation mastery, and he is doing his level 1 project 4. The purpose of this project, the project is called evaluation and feedback. The purpose of this project is for him to apply the feedback that was given to him in the previous speech and come here and redo the speech one more time by applying the speeches. He's shared with me the feedback that he's gotten before, and I will be looking if the feedback is applied. All the best, and over to the Toastmaster.
Now let us invite our enthusiastic Toastmaster Samuel to give a speech. Toastmaster Samuel, what I planned, what I learned. What I planned, what I learned. Toastmaster Samuel.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Before I go with my speech, let me do a small question segment. Like I'll ask one question, you don't answer it, and I'll ask the second question, you will answer to the first question. Read the word imitation. So how do I look?
Good.
Thank you. So actually, what I want to say is this dress, it might feel like I was coming straight from my bed, but actually no. This is my dress for my part-time job in Chennai. So what I did in Chennai was I have free time for 1.5 days, like Saturday to Sunday I have free time. So my friend suggested this app to do it because he have lots of dates, like Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Like for a week he has 3 dates and I have no one. So I have money but I can't spend. So he suggested this, and I thought it was a dating app. But no. He suggested me a taxi app. Bike taxi app. And it was like, okay, I'm going to go for a date with someone, some girl. I thought it. So I registered my account and I started to do it. And that's the first time I started to realize that this app was going to introduce to different kind of people, like A to Z people and A to Z worker. Sometimes at nights it would be like a drunken man who's saying "Yam ponnadi vittu poita," to a SW work, sex worker saying "Thambi 1 hour ivrada," like that. But there was this one ride that particularly touched me on a week. Like it was late at around 6 o'clock, so I was on my app. So I got a ride near me. So I took the ride and I went there. So the ride, I was reaching the distance, and some distance in a Shiloh, there was this height boy standing there with shaking his hand, his phone. Like his phone is bigger than his hand, and calling me bro. And that time I was happy. Let me say why. Because he is around 3rd grade student, is calling me bro. Nowadays girls call me uncle. He calls me bro. So he said the OTP and he got back, and he was from this start of the ride. He started his girl best friend who is absent on that day, updating him the whole events happened in his school. Like one particular incident that caught my eyes was he saying to his friend that at a PE period time they were playing football and he did the bicycle kick. And this crush Priya saw it and smiled at him. He's saying with Macha, it was like, oh my See, when I was studying in 3rd standard, the most worst punishment for over talking is sit between 2 girls, Linda and Pooja. So I didn't know that time, but now I'm like Muspantomo. So, and later I dropped him at his home and he got back. The fare was 35 rupees. And he called his dad and said, "Dad, I will say you the GPay number, you pay 50 rupees. And his dad paid. But the another thing is his dad is at home. Let's stop this story here. And second story, it was around 7 o'clock. So I was in my PG. So I thought it was boring. So let's go right. So I was near a bus depot. My PG was near a bus depot. So I got a ride near my location. So I took the ride and a call was received. So the guy called me and the guy said, "Bro, wait a minute." And he took another call. He put my line in hold and took another call, connected a con call. It was his dad in the 3rd line. And he was like, "Bro, my dad is near the depot. You go pick him up." Okay, I gone there. It was just 3 kilometers. It was from the crossing the depot road, and you go straight 3 kilometers. You reach the location, and I reached, and the fare was 49 rupees, and he gave me 20 rupees one note, 20 rupees 2 notes, and exact 9 rupees at change. And in this story also, that boy, his son was at his home. And I was like, wait, this dad is at his home, the son is at his home. Why can't they go and pick their family members? Why they are booking with other third parties? Because where I come from is when I want to go to a conference regarding Toastmaster or any outdoor outstation trips, my dad will come and drop me and he check whether I am going or not. And even if you take Toastmaster Ramesh, after every meeting he will call his son and say, "Kana mama." And I was like, okay, at the word of independent, we are totally depending on a random person, a stranger. And why this is? That's the question. You think it and drop DM me. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. Now let's give 1 minute of silence for the evaluator to make evaluation. And we have also shared the 360-degree feedback of Toastmaster Samuel and other speakers who have spoken so far. Take your time, give your honest feedback to the speakers so that they can work on. Thank you, Taima. Now we have the fourth and the final speech of the day, and it's going to be delivered by Toastmaster Harish, a fantastic young entrepreneur with a lot of zeal and zest in his profession. Before calling the speaker, I would like to call the speaker evaluator Toastmaster Abidha to spell out the speech objectives of Toastmaster Harish's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My target speaker, Harish, Toastmaster Harish. He is doing his pathway in presentation mastery, level 2, and his project in mentoring in Toastmasters. The speech objective is he has to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring to share aspects of previous experience on Prodigy. I will be looking who are the mentors, how they had given the guidelines or whatever support in his professional and personal life in his speech, and I will also look into his voice modulation, body language, and his stage choreography, everything with the insights and values he got from mentors. And over to Toastmaster.
Thank you. Now I'd like to call the fantastic speaker, Toastmaster Harish, to give a speech. Toastmaster Harish, was I ready? Was I ready, Toastmaster Harish?
Good morning, dear Toastmaster. The topic which I have chosen is, was I ready? I would like to start with a question. Do you believe that there will be someone called mentor who will come into your life and change your life?
Yes. Yes.
And if you ask me, I would like to start with a quote, which I read few years back. Be ready always, because someday a mentor will come into your life and change your life. And mentoring for me started just before I finished my school days, sorry, college days. What happened was there was a misunderstanding between me and my friend, and I was sad for 2 to 3 days. My father just told me, well, okay, what happened was happened, but why don't you start seeing motivational stuff? It will inspire you. I was thinking about it, but then I thought, okay, what happened? Let's see if it works. If it works, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I started seeing it, and I found a gem in a person named Brendan Burchett, who is a motivational speaker in the USA, and he has trained previous US presidents and many celebrities. And in the day 2 of seeing motivational speech, I saw a quote which he tells, which inspired me and changed something inside me. The quote was, either something outside from your life comes and changes your life, or something within you changes and it changes your life. And I like the second part, something within you changes and it changes your life. And without his inspiration, to be honest, I would have not been standing here or maybe even not joined Toastmaster. It is his confidence and motivation which inspired me to join a club related to public speaking and finally giving a speech in level 2. And the part which I mentored, which I loved about this was he gave very beautiful insights and courage in me which it was not there for me. And coming to the next part, it was 2 to 3 years back when I found a treasure. You may ask, what's the treasure? Treasure, I found the treasure by joining an app called Mind Valley. You may ask how it can be a treasure. What's a treasure? Treasure is something which you find. When you find it, there is something which is changes your life. Like coins, gold. For me, I found the treasure by joining Mind Valley, app which gives motivational in all the aspects of your life. And in that, when I joined it, it was a treasure. When I joined the course, it is called Be Extraordinary by Vision. It transformed my life. And it's like after joining it, it's like I opened the treasure. And next what happened was, I had a goal, which was a 3-year goal of number of vehicles which needs to be sold in my business later, a number of liters which has to be sold in petrol bunk, which I take care of. And I knew that it will take over minimum 2 years to achieve it. But after I joined this course, and he taught something called have a end goal, not a mean goal. And he started teaching about it. I'm happy to say I just started following that end goal meditation, and within 3 months' time, I achieved my 3-year goal of sales in boat. So, recently, a mentor who changed my life was Mission. He is the founder of Mind Valley. And finally, how can I forget the Toastmasters who gave me suggestions and mentoring here. From giving evaluation for my past weeks from TM Monica, TM Abidha, TM John, everybody gave me their suggestion. But just like in how Manga Tomui finally Ajit came and changed, for me the final insight came from TM John Pradeep during my last speech. I asked him, I find my speech is good, what should I improve? And TM John Pradeep said, your flow is perfect, but what you need to improve is, you need to improve your structure of the speech, which will gain the attraction of the audience. And I started changing those things. And how can I finally forget Mr. TM Ramesh, who fine-tuned my speech and helped me to give this speech. And finally, I would like to conclude my speech with the question, was I ready? In mentoring, what I learned was, it doesn't matter if you are ready or not ready. What matters is if someone gives your feedback, who is a mentor, are you ready to take it or you are not ready to take it? Thank you.
For the wonderful speech that you have delivered on the stage. Now we'll have 1 minute of silence for the evaluator to evaluate, and as I said, we'll be sharing that 360-degree feedback of Toastmaster Harish. I request all the Toastmasters and the guests to take time to give your evaluation to Toastmaster Harish so that he can work on what he has excelled at, what he needs certain improvements. All these insights are very important. Thank you, timer. Now it's time to break for 5 to 7 minutes, since we are running short of time because we had 4 speakers at a stretch delivering the speeches. We'll have a small break and then we'll come back to more interesting sessions.